Hi, this is Natasha from Sakura Art Studio, and today I am going to do a quick flip through of my new recipe journal that is inspired by Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Um, this will be our family recipe book, so it won't be sold, but um, it is for our own use. But it is inspired by the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. I think I said that already, but anyway, so I'm going to do a flip through. So this journal is, I made it the same way that I do all my other journals. I think it's an 18 by 23 or a 19 by, I think it's 18 centimeters by 23 centimeters, and it's a 4 signature journal. I will talk a little bit more about my spacing about this journal, how I'm going to use the spacing, or what I've done with the spacing. Okay, so I did the whole cover. So if I'm going to turn it over, so the whole cover's got the flowers that I paint with acrylic. The first step after I made my cover, I cover it with some linen, some gray linen, and then I just paint it over with brown and black, different shades of brown and black and white, to create more texture or more yeah, I use different shades of browns, and then I paint on flowers and some grass to add more definition to or texture to this journal. And then I use for my Hobbit hole and the door and the frame of the door and the steps, I use the same cardboard box that I use for the cover. I just add that in, and then I just had a ball with painting to paint texture on it, and then I use a bead to do the knob of the door. And yeah, so I can always add extra more. I just need to seal it. So this journal is already sealed, so nothing can, if it gets spills with water or something, I don't need to worry about the cover getting ruined because it is sealed. Like I said, it's a 4-piece, it's a 4 signature journal. I add dangles on the side. I didn't add any beads yet. For now I am happy with no beads to the tangle or the dangle, but I wanted to go with that cottage feel with the green and the Shire. Let's use the Shire green, and then or that textures. And I think I'm just bubbling now, but yeah, and then some lace ribbon and some different textures like leather and everything. Sorry about the background noise, there's a lot of cars coming in and going out of the complex, but yeah, I can do nothing about that. But anyway, so, and then with the grass I just went over to the other side of the journal cover, and then I used 2 eyelets for the for the closing of this journal, the clasp or the thing. And I just use the same ribbon that I've used here, the lace ribbon, or the crochet ribbon. I just use that. That's going to close the journal when I'm not using it. And then yeah, so I hope this is correct underneath the camera. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what I wanted to say, this is a 4-piece or a 4 signature journal. I print out different pictures that I really like. I print that out and I use that for my signatures covers. So each signature's got a different picture that I use for the signatures as a cover, if that makes sense. Sorry, it's the fourth time I'm filming this, and every time something else happened, so I'm just going with it now. I print out for the back of the cover, or the inside of the cover, both the front and back. I print out this a paper that's just got some Elvish on, and then just some Elvish pictures on. So I print that out and I stamp this journal belongs to. So I am going to put our family name on here, and I just use some stickers for a little bit decorations. So the back will look like this. I am thinking about maybe add like a pocket here, but it's a this will be a growing journal, so obvious there will be changes in the future, but for now it's more plain because I'm going to add recipes and things inside as I go, if that makes sense. Okay, so each signature got white paper in. I don't want to do any dye paper because I want it to, like coffee dye or tea dye, I want the paper to yellow with H, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that it will go all like that. I add in each signature. Okay, let's quickly talk about the signature covers. This, I print out a Middle Earth map for the first signature. So you've got kind of the map, and then when I was spacing it out, I actually print it out wrong. So this one was supposed to be in front, and this one at the back, but it's fine. It's my journal, so I'm not going to stress about it, and I didn't want to reprint it again. And so yeah, obviously it's got the Hobbit inspire, the Shire inspire pictures in, like for instance here, in a hole in the ground they left the Hobbit, and it's got that the Hobbit door that's almost like in the front of my journal. So that's on the one, and then it's got the start of the Hobbit story, the unexpected party. So it's got a little bit of just of the story that I print out, and at the back it's got the Shire, the map of the Shire, and then the last signatures the last signatures covers got just some 2 sayings or quotes that I add in. That I wanted to use. So I drink like dwarves, smoke like wizards, and sing like elves, and party like hobbits. I really wanted to add that in. And for the back, this is the main inspiration. So if you never watched Lord of the Rings, please go watch it. But if you watch it and you're a big fan, you will know what I'm talking about. But it's the breakfast, second breakfast, 11 C's luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper, and the Hobbit diet. It's the part in Lord of the Rings where Merry, Pippin, and the other 2 hobbits, Sam and Frodo, wanted to eat breakfast or second breakfast, and Aragorn told them they already have breakfast, and then they say the whole Hobbit diet down the line. I think Pippin says it, and I just wanted to add that in because it's kind of one of those moments that just makes the film so good. Yeah, anyway, so inside the signatures you will find I've got the kitchen conversions in, because I'm South African. We do use a different metric system than America or one of the other countries. So we don't use gallons, and we don't use pints and ounces. We use cups, teaspoons, tablespoons, milliliters, and kilograms, and we don't use pounds. So I add that in because I do use different countries' recipes in our home. I just wanted to have that, okay, if I need to change something from a pound, I'm going to convert it into, into a kilogram or into a cup or something. Sorry, I'm kicking the tripod. So I just add that in. For me, obviously there's a few things missing that I will put in when I know I'm gonna put it in. And then each signature's got four recipe cards in. I've got this one, it's the front, and then I'm looking for and the other one looks like this. So I can add the name of the dish, the prep time, the category. Obviously this will be breakfast, cook time, and then everything that I need. And the other one is a little bit more plain, but it's got like serves, prep, and cook time and directions, and I can just add my own notes. Then for the tabs, I created my tabs on Canva for the so I created before for other journals, and I just printed out on green tartan paper, and so there wasn't a lot because I already created it and I already made it, and I just needed to print it out to make sure that it's printed out on the paper. However, I did went over the letters, because like for instance the words breakfast, I did went over with my gel pen, just to let it stand out a little bit, because the print didn't print out, the black didn't print out so dark. So I did change that a little bit just to add extra to make it more black, if that makes sense. And then I staple it on I staple it on the papers, so I can know where's breakfast or lunch or whatever dish I wanted to do. Then for the dishes, or for the the categories, I've got breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, and then salads, meat, soups, and then breads, sauces. So with the sauces, what I am going to do with the sauces, it will also have in no, I will put that by preserves. Okay, so why there's a lot of, I actually add a lot of writing or space for sauces. We tend to make our own sauces. So I'm highly I've got highly allergies to certain preservative in sauces, so we started to actually do our own sauces, and we create our own sauces. Try not to use the store bought sauces. So we try to create our own things, and that's why there's actually a lot of space for sauces. And then also with preservatives, so there's certain preservatives that things that I can't eat, so I have to make sure that we are doing our own preservatives. So we will do like our own stock, because most of the stock got sodium benzoate in if you go and buy it at the shop. So we just made our own things, and so that will have everything in with the sauces and the preservatives. And then also if I want to make pickle onions or pickle jalapenos or jam or anything, I can add that in. And then cakes, we're really not big on cakes, but more on tarts. So obvious the cakes and the tarts and the pies will go with cakes. And then so this another recipe card. And then I've got also a part a menu idea. So if there's a certain menu that I want to do, that I know it will go good with each other, or different food types that will go good with each other, I can always just add that in by my menu ideas. So if I see something that I really like, I can just write it down and then we will have it. And then for, I just add 2 envelopes in with my envelope. That's got for now, I sorry, my cat. Okay, I don't think she will come and sit on. Hello, Mary. So as you can see, we are big Lord of the Rings fans. Even the cat's name is Mary. So I just add an envelope with recipe cards in. So when I need to use the recipe card, I can just take one out. I don't need to print, or I don't need to write it in the journal. So I can just take that out, and then I can write it in, and I can make my own, like a tag or like a pocket. Sorry, let me just get her off because she wants to sit down. And I can just add, and I decorate it with a leaf, and then I use some of these Van Gogh Retro Oil painting, I almost say painting, but painting washi tape. And I use that because it's do have this, like this grassland, the grass and everything. So I use that to decorate the pockets or the envelopes. And yeah, I just add a butterfly and then another washi tape just to secure the envelope. So obvious, the more I'm going to use my journal, the more I am going to add decorations and stuff in. So this is, it is kind of inspired, I don't know, some people will know maybe, it is inspired by, except for the theme, my mom used to have like this red recipe book that she used when I grown up, with all her recipes in and all her favorite recipes. And I remember the book started to fall out, but she still used that. And so I just wanted to create that thing, or that memory book for our family. And I think that you don't get it anymore. You don't get this handmade recipe books really. So I wanted to create that for our home. Yeah, so that just inspired us, or inspired me to do one for myself. I am going to do, I'm going to use that as dessert. I am going to show you guys what I am going to do. Sorry, my chair is creaking. How I'm going to use it. So I have my favorite recipe. So I'm going to add this in. This is my favorite recipe from Chef Jean Pierre on YouTube. You guys can go and watch him. He's on YouTube. So I'm going to use his apple crisp bread pudding. This is my favorite recipe, or my favorite dessert. And I'm just going to add that in my journal. So I'm going to start with that. So obvious, I don't want to write it. I don't want to write everything. So I already sort of plan what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this out. Okay, that's one part. And I'm going to take you guys a little bit along with me. There you go, and the picture. I already, after I print it out and after I convert it into South African, on our metric system, I think that's the word, or our yeah, anyway, after I converted it, Etienne told me, no, you know what, you can just do it. There's a button that you can click and they will translate for you into the right thing. I didn't know that, but yeah, so always look, always read. But anyway, so this one is already with the pen, and I'm already converted with a pen, so I'm just going to leave it because it gives it a little bit more of a character. So this is one part, this is the other part. then this is the directions. So I've got 2 directions. I'm not going to use this because I know my kitchen stuff and I know what to use. I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to leave that. So I'm going to use this. Let me first do this. Okay, so obvious, I want to just cut it so it can, I need to cut it straight because this is not straight. Okay, maybe I need to cut it a little bit more. Or I have to do it like this. So maybe I'm going to do it like this. I really don't want to do it. Okay. No. Okay. You know what? Let's just cut that off because So the more you know your recipe, then you always know. I think the way I'm saying it now. So when you are creating your own recipe, you are going to know how much bread you use or how much things you use for your recipe. Just use, there you go. And I am going to put that here. If you really want to learn to cook, please go watch Chef Jean Pierre on YouTube. He have easy peasy recipes in that I really like to do. It's easy, and yeah, so we kind of like his things. I'm just gonna cut there because I can always revisit the side and get that amount there. Sorry, I'm just bubbling now. The good thing, because it's my recipe book, I don't need everything to be perfect. I kind of like things if it's not perfect, especially when I'm cutting or when I'm doing my journal. Okay, so this is the first part. Now I'm going to do the instructions, and I don't think my instructions is going to fit in here. If I maybe do it like this and cut there off, or do it like this and fold it, but I'm still going to have that part. So maybe do that part and then do this part and fold both parts. If I do it like this, then I'm going to I am going to do it like this. And I'm just going to, you know what? I did it wrong. Okay. So hopefully this is not dry yet. Oh, it's dry. Okay, you see. I thought I planned it out very good, but I didn't. So I'm going to place this board here. I can just cut it down neatly. Then I am going to leave a little bit because we do want that board to be folded. And I'm just going to fold it and then also maybe use like a washi tape to secure it more. Let me just get that in there. And then this one will be folded like this, and obviously this one is going to be folded. And then I can use like a paper clip just to make sure that this will stay with each other. But anyway, so this is the idea of this journal. So I can just open it when I want to do an apple crisp pudding pie, if that makes any sense. But yeah, sorry, I was rushing this last part. But yeah, so now I can just close it and it will be inside my journal. I hope you guys enjoy watching this journal and this little bit process that I've made. And sorry for the rush. Okay, thank you for watching and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.